Thursday night football, the Dallas Cowboys travel to Nashville to take on the Tennessee Titans. Today I got my favorite player prop, a game pick, and we got a long shot play coming your guys' way. Yo, what's going on? My name's Austin from Calling Our Shot. Now, after a 9-1 week 15, week 16, break even. We were 5-5 overall, 1-2 in our game picks, spreads and over-unders, and then 4-3 on our player props. Either way, let's crush the books in week 17. Let's get back to that 9-1 we had 2 weeks prior. If you are new, like I said, my name's Austin. If you're new to our channel, do me a favor, go down below, drop your favorite pick in the comments. You can also subscribe. We do these videos for all the primetime games. We also do an NBA best bets video every single morning. And if you are new, just drop that subscribe button. It only takes a second. We just passed 62,000 subscribers. We're about to ring in the new year. Let's try to get to 63K. Drop a like too. And this video is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy, baby. Underdog's a great place to bet your player prop parlays, and the best part is if you sign up using our code COS or the link down below, you get a 100% deposit match. I beat this into your guys' heads, but take advantage of it. It's free money. It's free $100 if you deposit 100. It's a free $25 if you deposit 25, and so on and so forth. All the links are down below in the description. Let's hop into my player prop, and I know this will be an unpopular one, and this game's unpopular in my opinion. This game, if you want to punt on it, I don't blame you at all, but I'm here for the people. I'm taking CeeDee Lamb. Under 73.5 receiving yards, minus 114 on FanDuel. Now, Sharper books at 68.5 on this, and that's probably where I would play this down to. And I know this is not going to be a popular play at all. In fact, this might be the least popular play because I imagine people are going to be hammering CeeDee Lamb's overs. They're going to be throwing him into his overs in all of their same game parlays, all of their regular parlays, and they're just going to be hammering all of his alt lines and stuff like that. And why? Understandable. The last 2 games, he had 126 and 120 receiving yards. The Tennessee Titans secondary has not been great this year by any stretch of the imagination, and I don't know. I'm just saying CeeDee Lamb, I think, goes under on Thursday night, and here's why. Now, the Titans, sure, their secondary is not great, but they're still got pride on the line, and if they're going to game plan to take away one guy, it's probably going to be Dak's number 1 option. And Mike Vrabel, a Bill Belichick disciple, we know Bill Belichick, what is he known for? Trying to take away your number 1 option. And you know the Cowboys got plenty of other options, and I got T.Y. Hilton in the fold, Michael Gallup, Dalton Schultz, all these guys out there. Those guys are capable of pass catchers as well. And this is, you got the Tennessee Titans. Sure, they're missing a ton of guys. Missing some corners, missing some safeties, whatever. They're missing a lot of people. The team might stink. That's why you don't blame you if you want to punt on this game. But you got a lot of players in the final year of their contracts. Maybe they're new, going onto the field corners. And look, these guys are still going to play. They got pride on the line. They got money on the line. Given whatever happens the next 2 games for the Tennessee Titans, they might go into the free agency. They want a new contract. So they're going to go out there and try to at least be competitive. And over the last 7 games for the Titans, 5 wide receivers have hit this over. So look, that's less than 1 per game. And there's no guarantee CeeDee Lamb is the number 1 guy that's catching a ton of passes tonight. It could be a Michael Gallup game. They could try to get other guys involved. Their pass catchers are more or less pretty healthy. And the Titans defense has been a little bit better at home. 50 less passing yards per game at home, which isn't terrible. And we have to remember, the Cowboys, and honestly the Titans too, they got nothing to play for really here. The Cowboys, they already clinched their playoff berth. They're already going to be that, first wild card team. And it would take a lot of things to go right for them, for the Eagles to lose that, the NFC East. It would take a lot to go wrong for the Cowboys to win that division. And so, really, it's no guarantee CeeDee Lamb plays the full game. The Cowboys need to be passing the full game. And I just think there's way too many ways for CeeDee Lamb to go under here. I mean, CeeDee Lamb, sure, he's in a little bit of a rhythm. But still under this line in 5 of 10 games with Dak Prescott. He struggled with Cooper Rush at the helm. And there's no guarantee Dak Prescott plays every single snap in this game. This could be a blowout. The Cowboys are 12-point favorites in this game. It wouldn't surprise me if the Cowboys blow them out here. And I don't necessarily know CeeDee Lamb needs to be out there every single snap. This is a Thursday night game. You got guys coming off short rest. You know the Cowboys have a lot more to play for, not just on a random Thursday night game. They're obviously trying to play further into the postseason. So I know it's not going to be popular. I imagine 99% of the money will be on CeeDee Lamb's over and like Dak Prescott's over in passing yards. But I'm just saying, it's not that easy. CeeDee Lamb's had 2 great weeks, failed to hit this over in 3 straight games all year long. So just because you have 2 great weeks doesn't necessarily mean maybe there's a little bit of regression coming his way. And I think the Titans are going to try to stop anyone on this Cowboys offense. Probably CeeDee Lamb. So we'll take his under. If it blows up in my face, oh well. It's a Thursday night game that kind of stinks. So we'll take his under. 73.5 receiving yards. Now, let's move on to my game pick for this one. This one should not come as a surprise because I'm taking the full game. I'm taking the Cowboys-Titans full game under 40 points. Now, a couple books had this at 39.5. BetMGM was at minus 110 on BetMGM. Oh, well, BetMGM was at minus 110. Although the books were at like 39.5 at the same value. So I'd be a fool to take, 39.5 when I could at least get the push potential for no more juice. Now, if you want to take 39.5, I'm fine with that too. And something stood out to me. I was looking at the lines. This game was hard to pick, I'm going to be honest. I was looking at the lines, and you saw the Cowboys team total set at 25.5. I sat back, I looked at this, and I was like, Cowboys team total 25.5. I haven't gone onto Twitter before recording this. I would imagine 100% of bets will be on the over. Why, you might ask? The Cowboys have scored 26 plus points in 100% of their last 8 games. They've scored 26 points in 8 straight. Look, I know the NFL. We know betting the NFL. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I don't know if they're handing out free money like that on the Cowboys team total over. Just trying to say maybe something funky happens in this game. The books know about it, and they're not going to tell us about it. Now, I'm not saying the books have insider info. Then the people in the comments are going to go crazy, but maybe do a double take. The Cowboys have hit their team total in 8 straight games. People are going to be hammering it. Would it surprise anyone if they're up 21-0 at halftime and they bench everyone? No, not at all, and that would be certainly within the realm of possibility. Like I talked about earlier, the Cowboys don't gain a whole lot from winning this game. It's a Thursday night game. Players are coming off short rest. These are games that you see a lot of injuries. And you imagine the amount of ridicule the Cowboys and their coaching staff would get if the Cowboys are up 3+ scores and a guy like Dak Prescott or CeeDee Lamb or Micah Parsons or one of these big name guys gets injured. I don't know. It would be a lot of ridicule, and they'd probably deserve it because they don't need really to win this game, and they could be up by a ton of points in this one. So either way, I just don't know. The Cowboys could go out there and drop 35. They could do that. What's the guarantee the Titans score points? We've seen Malik Willis. He hasn't been great. Derrick Henry's doubtful, likely not going to play because the Tennessee Titans on the other side of the field, they have nothing to gain. The Cowboys have a little bit, a smidge. Titans have nothing to gain from winning this game besides pride and trying to at least show up for their home crowd. The next game against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 18 decides their season. They either go to the playoffs by winning the division or they don't go to the playoffs. So this game means 0 to the Tennessee Titans. So what's the rush to try to put out all your best plays for Malik Willis that might work next week against the Jaguars? Will Malik Willis even start? Who will be starting for There's so many different variables that I think this one could easily go under. And look, we've seen Malik Willis make a couple starts. He hasn't been that impressive, but in the final games, in the final score in those games, you saw 37, 27, and 33 points combined. It's going to be a very run-heavy script for the Tennessee Titans, so they're just going to chew the clock. And while the Cowboys can stop the run, they can make them punt on every possession. Like I said, I just don't know if this is a high-scoring game. I could very well see another Thursday night snooze fest. We've seen so many Thursday night snooze fests this year. And look, if they go over 40 points, well then, hey, we got at least an exciting game, or at least got some points in this one. So I'm taking the under 40. I know it's not a popular play, but I don't expect this game to be very high-scoring. So give me the under 40 points. And now let's move into our random play, our long shot play. Normally we'd go to a same-game parlay here, but look, like I said, Cowboys don't got a lot to play for, so don't really want to put any of their overs, and I don't really want to hammer a ton of unders into a same-game parlay, and I really don't trust any of the Titans lines at the moment. With Derrick Henry doubtful, you really don't get any lines this early on. So I'm going to go to play with a long shot, plus 850 odds, and that is no touchdown to be scored in the second half. That's plus 850 on FanDuel. If you're on DraftKings, it's plus 650. Now, look, sure, this is a dart throw. Every same-game parlay is a dart throw at this odds, and would it surprise anyone? Like I said, the Cowboys lead at 24-0 at halftime. You're like, oh, I got their team total over. All I need is 2 more points. And then they bench their starters and they don't score any more points. No, it wouldn't surprise me. Would it surprise anyone if the Tennessee Titans don't score a touchdown in the first half? Don't even score one at all. No, it wouldn't surprise anyone at all. And if this game gets through the third quarter and there's been no touchdown scored, maybe a couple field goals, you can always hedge on maybe an over-under at that point, which would imply that a touchdown is at least scored for 6 or maybe 7 points. So I'd rather take this than take a same-game parlay that I really got no faith in. Something like this has hit before. It's not like this has never hit in any NFL game this year. It happens all the time. You see teams score a ton of points in the first half, then the second half comes around, they kick a couple field goals, and that's it. It happens tons and tons of times. And look, plus 850 odds. Look, I'll sprinkle on it. I'd rather do this than do a same-game parlay. If you don't even want to pay it, you don't want to bet on it, sure, you can sit from the sidelines or root for the call in our shot community to cash out a plus 850, no touchdown scored in the second half. Sure, you can support that. But I'm just saying, this game is super weird. It's probably the toughest one that I've had so far in Thursday Night Football so far, at least any primetime game, to find some picks. So I'm confident in these. CeeDee Lamb's under in receiving yards, plus the full game under 40 points. Then I'll sprinkle, just a sprinkle on this no touchdown scored in the second half. I'm just saying, I've seen crazier things happen. So that's going to wrap it up. A reminder about Underdog Fantasy, the sponsor of the video. If you want to sign up, use code COS or the link down below, and you get a 100% deposit match. I don't really know when our Sunday NFL Picks video will come out. Maybe on Friday evening? I don't know. Saturday's New Year's Eve, so I want to ring in the new year with you all, but I'm sure you guys got better things to do on Saturday evening than for me to upload a video like 6 p.m. So we'll see when Sunday's picks videos come out, but I appreciate you guys always for tuning in. Those are our 2 favorite picks, plus the dart throw. Let's have a great day. Have a great Thursday night. I'll see you guys back again for some more picks on the weekend and obviously in our daily NBA videos. See you guys there. Peace out.